Hi, YouTube. How's everybody doing on this marvelous, 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 marvelous day? Honey, let me get my glasses out. So, today is going to be a very much chill type of video. I did not, whatever that was about. But I did not feel like putting on any makeup today. It is snowing outside. It is one of those days you just light an incense, you just chill and just have on your natural face today. I have on no makeup, no mascara, none of that stuff. And I need my glasses, honey, because y'all know I can't see. And also, I just want to say, please ignore the Vaseline on my face. I'm literally just trying to give makeup a break from my skin and just, give a natural face. Dang, what is going on around here? I ain't that bad. Okay, so this video is going to be dating as a trans woman and talking about guys that like trans women and being his first trans person that he talked to. We're going to get into all of that in this video. So I want to give like a couple rule of thumbs while dating a trans woman, just to jump into that first. We're going to talk about that first. Excuse me. So number one for dating a trans woman is, please do not keep her a secret. And this could be for anybody. You wouldn't even have to be trans or anything within, regardless of what you identify with or anything. Who wants to be a secret? Who wants, to be in love with somebody? They love you so much and nobody knows that you even exist to the people that he loves or she loves or they loves. It's kind of like a little bit, I understand, like, it takes everybody time to come out and be yourself within that all. I understand that. But it's like being a secret to the extreme of, like, we can't even go out. You can't even, like, nobody can see about me. Like, it's literally like you don't really want that. And I know anybody who ever been a side chick or anything within your life, you just don't want that. You don't really like that feeling. But I understand being a side chick, like staying down with your man from the side, you lying and all that stuff. You got a situation going on. I understand that. But it's like after a while, I want to be that main piece. I want to be the main dish that, you know. So number two, I would say is to have a genuine interest, and it could just be for anybody in a relationship. Like, just have a genuine interest for the person that you with. And this goes into number three. The rule of thumb I would say is why to have a genuine interest, and why this goes to number three is because you're gonna want to help them assist with the challenges that they experience as a trans. Now, transgenders have come like so far, and you could be trans from male to female, female to male, or just anything within that, or within your pronouns within it all. But it is an experience that we all have our own story, we all have our own way within it all, we all have our own lenses of how we view life, and that can just be anybody from any sex orientation or anything. That's why I say what being transgender is like. I feel like everybody transition from one point in their life to another point in their life. Everybody do. So number four is just reflect on your gender sexuality. So the person that you with, if you with a transgender, and this is for anybody who with a transgender, or if you thinking about dating transgender, just reflect on your own gender sexuality. Like, sometimes people who date transgenders are pansexual. They don't mind what you got in your pants. They just like you for your heart. And those are my favorite type of people. I love the people. Also, you can be bisexual. You like, your cake and want to eat it too. You want, that combo of the titties, and then you want that down there. You know how I go. So it's like, reflect on your own gender sexuality, on what you like, find out what you like, and really just, because you can learn a lot from anybody that you with in a relationship if you really get to know them and just really reflect on your own self. And number five, I would like to say, is just to learn to listen. I feel like that's a good thing within anything within life. Just always to not talk more than you speak. Yeah, just to learn to listen within it all, because we all just want somebody that's going to listen to us and be there for us within it all. So yeah, number six, I'm going to add in this extra six within this, is I would like to say, what dating a trans is like, please do not be so fixated on their private areas or what's going on down there. Like, come on now, let's get off of this bus right now, because we at your stop. It's like a lot of like people that I talk to, guys, girls, anybody that I talk to, whatever they identify with, it's like they like, I'm feminine by myself, but they like just love like the private. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, and I never really got it, but it's like, it's a thing. Like, they like that combo, if you know what I'm saying. And you could have that combo and not even being transgender. Just got that, make them come back a couple times. We gonna keep that in. All right. So yeah. So that could be with anything you got in between your legs. To make them come back within it all. But I'm saying just sometimes it can be a little extreme. Like there's people who really know their gender, sexuality, and they prefer transgenders over anything that that they want. And some of them just really want that trans where it's like, this is what I want. I look at her as my woman. I look at this trans man as my man. I look at this trans woman as my woman. I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to ride down for them. I see them as a human being just trying to be themselves just like you, who eat, sleep, and poop just like you. And, that's, they just got a different trial within their life. But I'm not the judge to fucking judge them. Okay. So, that was just a whole fucking fact right then and there. But, so now we're going to go into guys that like trans women. So, guys that like trans women, let me put my glasses on within this because we about to get into some things. I got my book right here. I be seeing all the time, if you like a transgender, you are gay. Now, that always gets me a little bit chest tight. Just a little bit. It gets me a little bit mad because I'm like, at the end of the day, when they seen this person, they was dressed up as probably another sex or whatever, because I don't even believe that clothes have a sex to it, but we gonna leave that to another thing, because at the end of the day, we born naked. Come on now. All this stuff is just extra. Come on now. Come on. Let's wake up. Okay. But I feel like, if say me walking in the room, without you knowing me about me, you might just be looking at me and being like, this is a regular cisgender female. Some of you might be looking at me a little too hard and be like, now hold up, I see a little Adam's apple. I see a little bit of a jawline right then and there, and her voice a little bit tweaky. What's going on? This might be a trans. I don't know. Some people look into deep with the stuff and clock T's like that. But we gonna clock it back on the meter. So within it all, if that guy or that woman or anybody, whatever they identify with, sees that person and they like them for what they is, regardless of what they dressed up as, I feel like that does not make you, like that. Like if a guy see me dressed up as me right now, and he just like, he's a straight male, always dated cisgender females, and then he see this trans woman and he don't know, within me, I'm literally just gonna talk to him, and I'm gonna let him know, I'm not a regular girl. I am a transgender female. I was born this way. I identify as this way. I know my chromosomes. I know what I am. I'm 100%, comfortable with myself. If you do not want to be with me, then please just leave me alone. I'm glad that we met. Clearly as that. That's just how simple as it could be. And I want to get into, we're about to get into some things. Because there are so many transgenders who be so afraid to let a guy know that they transgender, and they be losing their life over that. And let me tell you, I was literally in a situation like that before. I was so uncomfortable with myself. I was like, I don't want nobody to know that I'm transgender. I feel like, I don't really look within it all. So I'm about to let everybody know I'm not transgender, but the guy I talk to. You do that, you go to bed with him, and he go down there and he see what he don't want to see because you told him that you wasn't, and then he do something to you. It's the worst thing in the world. And let me tell you, please, just always, there's somebody that's going to love you for you. There's somebody for everybody on this earth. Do not dumb yourself down and be like, well, I want this person so bad, so I'm not going to tell them. I'm just going to keep it like this. No. If any person you should be scared of losing is yourself. You do not want to lose yourself. You do not want to lose your mind. You don't want to lose your life. So please make sure that you, as dating as a trans woman, and guys that like trans women, please just make sure that you tell, I'm sorry, y'all, I had a little booger. Please make sure that you just tell your truth. Understand your truth. Tell your truth. And I just had to get into that real quick because I went through that within my life. I was on a dating profile, and I would not put on my profile that I was trans, and I would meet up with guys, and luckily some of them wasn't like, they would be like, oh, I don't mind. But some of them that I met up with and I seen them in person, girl, I seen my life flash before my eyes. And some of them was like, what, are you kidding me? Are you joking me? I literally had to get my stuff and go. Literally, I've been through that. I remember one time, me and my friends, we went inside this one house, and this guy, they didn't know that I was transgender. My friends wasn't, and everybody coming in there. We got trans in here. I was scared for my life. I'm like, oh, T is clocked, and they ain't with the whole T. So let's get out of here. So yeah, guys that date trans women are not gay. If anything, I feel like whatever they identify with, they just like what they like. They just like what they like. So the last thing I want to talk about is being his first trans or whatever, and how that go within that, how that go. So many people in the LGBTQ plus go out with people and they be like, oh, you're my first experience within this. You're my first. And we be just eating that up. Let's not lie. We be eating it up like, oh my God, I'm his first. I'm the one. He ain't gonna never get somebody like me again. I'm the first one. They know what they say. First is the original. First is the better. Let me tell you. Sometimes they be lying about that. Sometimes these people out here just be lying. They don't even have to be within a relationship. They just be lying to your face. Just all in your face like this, telling you bold-faced lies, and you sit up and just eat it and be like, oh, well, that's true. You can't believe everything that you see, honey. You can't believe everything that you see. They do not report everything that go on in the news and then within life. Like, come on now. Wake up. So, within, being his first transgender or their first transgender or her first transgender within it all, I would say do not let it get to your head. Because you're going to get in your feelings about it, the whole thing of it. You're going to feel some type of way if it don't work out and all this stuff. And sometimes they really just be lying. And then sometimes, that insecurity might pop up where it's like you're the first. So it's like you're going to be the first one that they try to reject and make feel bad for being themselves. You're going to be the first that they love you, but it's another reason why they're going to want to hurt you at the same time, if you know what I'm saying. Like, they're going to be like, well, you're comfortable with yourself. You identify with yourself. You came out as yourself, and I didn't come out as myself. And so, like, it could really be a thing of them, like, trying to make you feel bad for being yourself. It could literally be a thing. Like, but that's a whole different topic. But also that is a really good thing within topics, because with my time, the guy that I was first dating, well, I remember this, I dated this one guy one time. It's not the one I was doing public with relationship. But one time he told me I was his first trans. And I remember I was thinking, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna be the whole experience within it all. I comes to find out he had multiple trans girlfriends and was telling them all that. So each time they thinking that the first time they something special, the whole time of it, it was just like a game. It was just like a little thing of it to just be like, to get you really at that vulnerable point. Because some of us trans can be very vulnerable and not really come to our really identity of ourselves. And we do that, but then we also don't. There's so many trans that I see that just get their life taken from chasing love. There's so many cases. Look it up. I'm not lying. That of a trans that dated a guy, and they was the first time, and they like, I don't want nobody to know about this. And they be like, I just want everybody to know about this. I want you to know about me. I'm public about myself. I want you to be public too. Why should you care about what everybody gonna say? They go public with them, then they go gone. They be missing. It be so much stuff within that aura. They don't really know how to really get that self-love. You gotta have that self-love within yourself before you get into a relationship. I'm saying that as a trans person, as anybody, whatever you identify with, you have to have that self-love within yourself. Like I tell myself, you gotta have basically a secret relationship in your relationship with yourself. That's how I feel like that you have to have, because you cannot look at this person for your happiness. You cannot be, everybody is flawed. Everybody got their own issues. This is not, you cannot put your partner on the level of God. first of all, God gonna get mad at you about that, because God is a jealous God. He don't play about that. So have a secret relationship within yourself and put God within that. Whatever you believe in, whatever you have, you know, spiritual believe in, just put that within that when dating. And you ain't even got to be trans. That's a whole fact right then and there. I'm telling you. You don't take nothing from this video. Take that, because that is one thing that I learned at 24, about to be 25 on December 29th. My birthday vlog is coming up. Y'all stay tuned. But, yeah. So, this has been dating as a trans woman, guys that like trans women, and being his first trans woman. The rules of thumb, how it go down. Shout out to all of my babies in the LGBTQ plus IA community. Shout out to everybody who's just thriving, slaying, and doing what they're saying. Shout out to everybody chasing their dreams, keeping their head up when times is not, you know, how they want it to be, but they still, you know, doing the best that they can. Shout out to everybody giving out love, supporting your people, supporting your community. I'm just over here munching on these. So delicious. But, yeah, without further ado, if you are not slaying, then what the fuck are you saying? And slay until your hair turn gray. I love you guys so much. Please, if you haven't, go out on Amazon and go and buy my new book today I'm giving you. It's a really good book. Get that for Christmas, you know, for somebody for the holidays, you know. The girls just want to say hi. You see the picture in the background. I'm twinning her today. And yeah. I'm going to see you later.